A one-point game, 15 seconds to go. Slow, splits the D. Can't get the layup to go. It's off Walkup's hands. Dagunduro throws it into the front court. Can Harley catch up to it and save it? He does not. They'll say he stepped on the end line.
Timeout, Nebraska.
No, he was out. It looked like he stepped in that line.
Was the toe of Harley on the line as he tried to save the ball?
We're going to have a different look.
Dagunduro simply threw it into the front court, and here's another look. Watch the foot of Harley. Ooh. That is close.
No. When did he touch the basketball, I think, is a bigger question. Because then his right foot came down. Guys, if we could see that one more time. By the way, A&M has no more timeouts, and Nebraska's calling a timeout.
I think he knocks this ball back in play, at least off his hand, before his right foot comes down well out of bounds.
I think you're right.
I think the question is purely whether or not his left toe hit the end line.
And I didn't think his left toe had hit that end line. Now, high def can only do so much, and that is not a reviewable play. All right, so A&M calls a timeout, though. Nebraska calls timeout. One more look here. Well, I don't see it, but
he definitely saved the ball back in bounds before his right foot hit well out of bounds. It's whether or not his left foot was on the line, and that would be the top of the big toe that barely touched the line if it did.
If you're an A&M fan and you disagreed with the technical call, or you disagreed with the double dribble with Josh Carter, now here's your chance.
In a way, things have kind of balanced
out. And you have the ball 5.4 seconds. Now, Nebraska is going to press. And the question is, can A&M hit ahead and get a shot? That's why they call timeout, to set up their three-quarter court pressure.
A&M has to go the length of the floor in 5 seconds. Nebraska has fouls to give. Will they give those fouls? Here's Sloan. Fouled hard.
Great play.
By Ryan Anderson. That's only the 15th foul called against Nebraska in the second half. So they still have another foul to give with 2.5 seconds to go.
I would throw the ball down to Brian Davis down around the basket. You got 2.6 seconds.
As Ballum checks in to try and give Nebraska some size. Walkup will inbound. Rises and fires. Oh! A buzzer beater for A&M.
And that's the end of ball game. Final score, Texas A&M 57, Nebraska 55.
The only lead before right now for Texas A&M was when they led 5-4. 3 minutes and 10 seconds into the first half.
And the additional possession is going to drive Nebraska's coaches and fans crazy, because it looked like Steve Harley saved the basketball, but Josh Carter, who was virtually asleep the whole first half, has awoken at just the right moment. They tried to get the ball inside to Davis. You can't play any better defense than that.
Boy, even if Carter doesn't make that shot, you can make an argument he got fouled.
Game Blouses.
Josh Carter helps Texas A&M overcome 2 second-half 18-point deficits to win it.
Wow. This game, and I was wrong, this game was essentially over. And A&M switched to a small lineup at full court pressure. They didn't force a turnover for nearly 30 minutes, Bob. And we're still in the game enough to come back and win at the buzzer.
Boy, what a game it was. And as we watched it, let's watch how both benches reacted as well. This has to be a killer for Doc Sadler. Does it get any more difficult to take for Nebraska than that loss? And that drops them to 6-7 in the Big 12. And does it breathe some life back into the Aggies? They are now 6-7 as well. Once again, our final. A&M beats Nebraska 57-55 on Josh Carter's buzzer-beating three. For Doug Gottlieb and the rest of our ESPN crew, I'm Bob Wischusen saying so long from Lincoln, Nebraska. If you'd like more on tonight's game, join us over on ESPN News for a post-game extra. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. A reminder, our interactive games continue next Tuesday when K-State will take on Oklahoma State on ESPN2 at 7 Eastern. Now let's go back to our ESPN2 college basketball scoreboard and join Dari Noble.